Hi, and welcome back. I'm Raymond Chandler with the Polaris Law Group. This is my partner, Scott Stork, estate planning attorneys out of St. Charles, Missouri, coming to you with, again, another of the 21 questions we would ask an attorney if we were hiring them to do our estate. So stick with us, subscribe to the channel, like it, and ask for notifications to make sure that you stick with the questions as they come out. This week, our question is going to be, how do you help design my estate plan? So Scott, why is that important?
Well, the biggest thing is, let's face it, attorneys are actually trained pretty poorly on how to deal with clients. We aren't taught very well in law school how to actually work with clients in a way that helps them understand what we're doing. And one of the biggest complaints that I've found, and I think Raymond has too, is when clients come in, a lot of times they'll come in with an old estate plan, and their first complaint is they have no idea what that plan does. They have got sometimes potentially a good plan, but they couldn't tell you at all what it does, how it works, who goes where, who's in charge. If they can't be, they have no idea how the plan itself is functioning. And so a lot of that is attributed to the lawyer not doing a good job of helping them understand that when they design the plan in the first place. So lawyers, we are lawyers. Lawyers a lot of times talk in legalese. We go to law school to learn all sorts of things that the general public never talks like. And a lot of lawyers are stuck talking to clients that way, and clients just don't really understand what that means, nor should they. The other thing is lawyers have what I call yellow legal pad syndrome, which is they have their heads buried in a pad, asking questions and trying to take notes, and never really engaging with the client to help the client through what they should be asking. And so when we do design, a lot of times we say, look, our job is to make sure you're asking the right questions and that you're asking the questions we would ask if we were doing this, which is kind of what this video is about. Lawyers rarely do that. Again, they try to go from point A to point Z, and they never help the client understand how things work in between. The other time is that, or the other issue is that a lot of times lawyers don't spend much time with clients. They really are thinking about who their next client is or what else they have to do, and they're trying to kind of get in and out of the conversation without really trying to watch to see if the client has questions, to see if the client understands, things of that nature. And the last thing is that people by their nature are visual learners. I used to be a teacher. I'm a big believer in visual learning. And so if the fact is most lawyers, again, heads buried in a legal pad, are used to the kind of the talking back and forth without letting a client see what it is that they're doing, and it just leads to confusion. So Ray, how do we work with clients?
So again, we want to make sure that when we're designing your plan, you're a part of that process. Not simply who do you want to leave your stuff to, but really every piece of your process and every piece of your plan needs to be designed with you. And so the way we basically do is we put it up on a screen for you. And we've developed with our network of attorneys, we've developed a design template that really shows you every option that we can think of that you may need. Go through all of those options, go through how to name your trust, where to put the family members, every article of your trust, every piece of your plan, whether it's a power of attorney or a healthcare document or something like that, up on the screen so you can see where we're putting people, why we're putting them in, what other options are in there, what other options you could have, and just kind of how things flow so that you can actually see on the screen where things are going, where the flow is, and seeing as it goes through the stages of your estate too. So first we plan for alive and well and put that on the screen. Then we'll go to the next screen for a disability situation and go through all the options, all the questions, all the issues that may arrive during a disability situation. So when do you get declared disabled? What are your instructions that you're leaving behind? Things like that all up on the screen for you to read, see, and check off. And then third stage is a probate and avoiding probate at death and making sure that your people are in the right place. Who's going to be those people? Where are they going to be? How's the flow going to be? First, second, third, backups, things of that nature. And then all the way down to settlement. How is your estate going to settle out, and how are we going to protect your beneficiaries at the long run? So again, putting that up on a screen so you can see it. And then even if it's not just on the screen, we've got literally toys and things like that in our office to really visually show you how your estate plan is going to going to come forward, how funding works, how maintenance works, all those type of things to really show you what's out there and to make sure that your plan gets designed the way you want it to because you've seen everything that goes into it.
So thanks for watching and continuing to be part of our 21 question series. Remember to hit the subscribe button, make sure that you're getting those notifications for the new content because we'll be talking about our next question next week. And so the next question is, how do you ensure that my plan controls my property and assets? So when we keep talking about funding, this is going to be that conversation. So remember, hit the subscribe button so you can be back here with us. Again, my name is Scott Stork with Polaris Law Group with my partner Raymond Chandler, and we thank you for watching.